Hi guys, Black is here. What I want to talk about is this. I was on a guy channel and he was talking about the Valvoline oil. And he was talking about, the new Store and Protect oil. He was talking about, how it has, it do all the bull crap that it don't, right? Anyway, I left a comment and I said, I don't remember what I said. I said that it wasn't doing what they say it was doing. But the point of this video is to talk about, people started to say in the comments that I was people called me a narcissist. Now, I might didn't pronounce the word correctly. I don't use the word. I never really had a definition of the word. I've heard several people say it, use it or whatever, but it's not a word I use. And I wasn't really clear on the definition. I decided to look the definition up. And I'm like, that's not me. That's not me. But a lot of times people online, especially young people, will call you names that they don't know the definition of. One name is, I've been called racist before. And I'm not racist, okay? A lot of people, especially young people, young white kids, they don't understand what racist mean. They really don't. They swear they do, but they don't. And one example is they believe racist is when you point out racism. They call you a racist. So if you don't say anything about racist stuff, they all right. But if you point it out, you're a racist. That's not what a racist is. That's like saying, I'm a shoplifter because I point out somebody shoplifting. That's the same thing. It's the same thing, but they don't know any better. A lot of white people they think they're smarter than they actually are. But the thing is this, I've been asked before, why don't you agree with what everybody else say? Why you always have to say something different? If everybody say what's correct, I don't have a problem agreeing with them. But a lot of people, they say whatever the next person say. An example of that is this. The car carry nut, Ford Make You Loco, Sky the Killer, and a bunch of other automotive YouTubers have said that if you change the transmission fluid every 30,000 miles, the filter won't plug up. That's 100% bullcrap. And I've explained this several times before, but people won't listen. They don't hear it. White people don't hear it because it's coming from a black person. If a white person said it, they might believe it. And the thing is, there's another black guy, what is it, the online technician, the black guy who loves working on Chrysler. He said this in a video, and I pointed out and everybody ignored it. But he said that changing the transmission fluid every 30,000 miles is not going to make the filter last long. And he explained the same reason I did. If you buy a new car, I'm just giving you an example. If you buy a new car that's got 0 miles, you drive it 30,000 miles, right? You drain the transmission fluid out. You can't change the filter because it's inside the transmission, but you drain the fluid out. You put new fluid in there. You drive it 30,000 more miles. Now you at 60,000 miles. You say, well, I'm going to drain the fluid out again, and I'm going to put new fluid in it. So you drive it another 30,000 miles. The car has 90,000 miles. And you think, well, my filter is going to stay clean because I keep putting new fluid in there. That's not how it works. your transmission still has a filter that has 90,000 miles of dirt in it. Even though you put new fluid in, you still got the dirt from the old fluid in the filter. And it's not really so much the dirt from the old fluid. The dirt comes from the clutches. You have 90,000 miles of dust from the clutches. That fluid washed the dirt off the clutches to the bottom of the transmission, to the pan or the bottom of the transmission. You have a transmission pump that sucks the fluid up and sends it wherever it needs to go. But before that fluid can go to the pump, it passes through the filter. And then it goes wherever it's got to go. So even though you put new fluid in there, you still have clutch material from the 90,000 miles. So again, changing the fluid every 30,000 miles does not help. Now, it sounds like a good idea, but it's bullcrap. So now you say, well, Black, why don't Ford make you local? Why don't the Car Care Nut? Why don't Skyler Kilman? Why don't a bunch of other YouTubers see it that way? Why don't they say that? Because mechanics are not very bright. They don't think. They just go on whatever they know or whatever they heard. They don't take the time to think about stuff. You know, my North Star, I've stopped it from overheating. No, the car is not running. It's not running because it smokes. So why does it smoke? Because I can't find a machine. Well, actually right now, I don't have the time or the desire to work on it. It's been real hot. But I believe once I get a chance to work on it, it's going to be hard to find a mechanic to bore the cylinders out. Why? Because everybody's afraid to mess with the North Star. Nobody understands what the problem is. You know, I made a video earlier where I said I went to a shop in Fayetteville, Georgia. I think it was Scott Automotive. He don't want to work on it. He started telling me, he bringing up all these different reasons why the engine is no good. It's a bad design. You can't stop it from overheating. I'm like, I've stopped it from overheating. Oh, it's going to start back. How are you going to tell me what the engine is doing when you don't even work on it? How are you going to tell me? But he's a white guy, so he figured he know more than I do. But again, bringing up the Cadillac North Star Performance has a video where they talk about how the threads are thin and the threads pull out and you need to put these new studs in. You need to put this Loctite down and then you got to drill it out and do this and do that. All you have to do to fix my North Star was to drill out one bolt. Only one bolt was stripped out. Okay, all the other bolts were fine. All the other cylinders was fine. Only one cylinder was leaking, and that one cylinder, one of the bolts was stripped out. So common sense would tell you that one cylinder was leaking because of that stripped out bolt. But you still have people online saying, the bolt stripped out. Only one bolt stripped out. Why the hell am I going to replace all 20 bolts? But again, the white man at North Star Performance says that you need to drill out all 20 bolts. The Car Wizard said you need to drill out all 20 bolts to fix the Cadillac. You can't fix it if you don't drill out all of that. You have to do it the right way. But like I said, as long as the white man don't say it, y'all ain't gonna believe it. But again, pointing that out does not make me a racist. I ain't saying nothing about hurting anybody because of their race. I haven't said anything about cheating people because of their race. I'm not a racist. Anyhow, if you have any questions and comments, leave them. Dre, y'all have a good day.